Hey guys! Woo! Easy now, easy. Oh man, let's see. I got to get my other stuff going on here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Coffee with Malcolm. This is a live stream of just coffee and casual conversation. I know I changed up a little bit of the camera thing. I got to do something different this morning. Technical blah 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 and all the good jazz. Right? Right. But as always, the coffee is good, and the people are great, and so forth and so on. So, how's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. I've got like I said, got a fresh cup of coffee going on here. I am trying to get my chat pulled up for you guys as well, so that I can see what's going on your end, and get things going. We'll do that. There we go. Yay! Terry was number one. Good morning, Mel. How are we doing today? Let's see here. Let's select the stream. Well, that's not good. There we go. We got some chats going on here, different bubbles and windows and this, that, and that, paddywhacks. And again, I'm always tinkering with stuff. I'm never satisfied with what I have in front of me. So, but anyway, looking at some different stuff in the news. As usual, it's doom and gloom around the world. Everything's falling apart, and everybody's mad at each other. They're booing each other in hockey rinks and over the national anthem and tariffs. And can't we all just get along? We need to do the Rodney King thing and just everybody get along. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to get all crazy about this kind of stuff. Anywho, there's the chat. There we go. I can pull this up here as well. Get rid of that guy. I can see the chat better. There we are. So Mel's here. Johnny's here. We got Daddy Boy's always here. I'm doing pretty good, Terry. Doing pretty good. I may have some exciting news this evening to put out there for everybody to view. I did my first members only live stream last night of me playing some video games with a excessive amount of choice language. So that's probably one of the good reasons it's members only. Yeah, if it's game night, I'm probably going to be saying a lot of bad things out loud in frustration with the game. So it's not this cool, calm, collective little guy with a cup of coffee in the morning. It's, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing. So if you want to watch me get myself slaughtered in a game and me pull my hair out but still have fun, then you can do that. It's members only. But like I said, I am starting to put some stuff out there just for the members and things of that nature. But anywho, that is what it is. So, but let's go on to see what's going on today. There was a story today that some research was done that CO2 emissions in developed countries like the United States, Japan, many of the countries in Europe, they're seeing a lot less CO2 in the air thanks to the pull away from use of coal. And so air quality is getting better in the quote-unquote developed countries. So, I mean, that's something good, right? Somebody was passed out. We got got to just chat away as usual. We got to have our poll today. We got to have our poll today. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. This here. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Thank you, spell check. You're the best. And then we added one more option on here. If I can spell it correctly. Nope. But we have spell check. And boop, there we go. There's our poll for today. 5 degrees. Oh my gosh. You guys with this cold weather. They had some article in the news as well saying that, it's your mindset. Whether you like these cold weather versus hot weather, winter versus summer. They all have their plus and minuses and things like that. And, try to put things into perspective. There's stuff about the summer we don't like. humidity, mosquitoes, things like that. And for the winter, for me, it's ice and frigid cold. So there are no bugs, of course, in the wintertime. And if they are, that's creepy. But I guess we have to try to look and focus on the bright side of everything, right? That's what you should be doing. It's very hard to do, though. So, what are you going? You've been stuck in North Dakota for 2 days? Oh, man. Was there any good restaurants to eat in North Dakota while you're sitting around watching me on here? John Doe, hey, how's it going? It does hurt the body. Cold weather, when you get older, cold weather is not fun. I never thought I would say that. I'm 48. I feel like an old man. I can feel it in my joints. It's going to rain next week. But anyway, I don't know. It's painful on so many different levels. And the argument was just go get a good jacket. I have good jackets. I can wear thermals and thick socks and all this other stuff, but I just rather not, I'd rather be able to have some, shorts on and a t-shirt. But the weather's bipolar. It's been crazy down here too. Nothing to eat but McDonald's and Subway. Man, you're in some little remote town. I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. Can we DoorDash you some food from another city? Will they do that? Probably cost a fortune. Bring you a decent meal. It'll be cold by the time it gets to you because of the freezing weather. Don't need no stinking jacket, man. Let's see here. I was trying to do something else real quick, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to mess with it. It's working. Don't mess with the stream. Just let it do its thing. It'll be just fine. And your hands are the worst. Well, if you work with your hands a lot, that's going to be, typical, regardless of, how old you are. Do we have anybody new into the chat? We haven't had many new people lately. Ran across a couple of other YouTube streamers. I'll add a link in the description of some different YouTubers that I found that you might find interesting to watch as well. So yeah, there's one called it's called Close Look or something like that. Deep Dive. I can't remember the name of it. I got some, but yeah, basically they look at stuff at a micro scale. Plants and animals and critters, and they kind of give you a little history about it and what they do. It's kind of interesting. All the little things in the world that crawl around and do its stuff, and how they behave and function. And it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat little website. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, I gotta wake up. I was tossing and turning all night last night. Don't even know why. It's aggravating, It's aggravating at best. Mel's got a few videos going. What are your What are your videos focused on, Mel? Catnip Island. Used to have plant catnip, and not used to, still did. And the cats would find it in the yard, and they would completely chew it up, roll around in it, and destroy it. And it didn't matter. Once they caught a sniff of it and found out it was in the yard, we planted it on purpose for them. They would completely roll all over it, get it all over their bodies, and just completely freak out over it, like crackheads. So, closer look, what was it called? I gotta find out. I gotta see the little icon. It'll remind me on all these different subscriptions that I've done. It's called Deep Look. Deep Look is the site. And they're like 15-minute long videos. They don't do shorts, but they focus on little things in the world that go around us all the time, from hummingbirds to different insects and sea creatures and whatnot. It's kind of cool to see, give you a different perspective, and you learn a little something about it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool little channel on YouTube you can check out. And like I said, I'll put that into the in the description of the video. Ray is here. Good morning, Ray. Thank you for joining us, Ray. The bald-headed man from UK is here. The half-bald guy. I'll be there soon, Ray. Don't worry about it. I'll be half-bald too. but he's got a British accent, so it's good. It compensates for it. Oh man, yeah. Ray's a good guy. All you guys are good guys, Terry and all these people. I don't know. Something about Ray kind of makes you feel like he's your favorite uncle or something like that, We're joking around about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is America's favorite uncle in some kind of way. I mean, he had a lot of gangster rap in the 90s and early 2000s, but now he's like doing cooking shows with Martha Stewart. So it's kind of complete different. Yeah. I'm at my grandparents. We're down in the basement. Conor McGregor. Haven't had a Conor McGregor reference in a while, but thank you for that. Appreciate that. Glad it's not completely gone. Let's see. Let's look at our poll so far. 29% of people are left-handed, 43% prefer right-handed, and 29% claim to be ambidextrous. And yes, I use spell check for that word. So, because I had the little red wiggly line. I got it fixed before I sent it out there for the world to judge me. Johnny just ignored you, Terry? No! We got to call him Daddy's boy. You can't call him Johnny. He's going by Daddy's boy servant. Maybe that's why he didn't answer you. I'm just saying. That went the wrong way. It still tasted good. I'm better. Anywho, what we got going on here? Let's see. All right. As per usual, we will go through some of the good things of today, see if we can come up with anything that is interesting to talk about or make fun of or whatever the case may be. Measles, this is not in here. Measles has a breakout in Texas now. Come on, people, get your vaccine. Get your vaccine. Really? And chicken pox. There's a vaccine for chicken pox. And now people aren't doing that either. I don't want to go off on a tangent. It's just a shot. You're going to die of something one day anyway. Why not make it comfortable along the journey? Right? No. You do not need 1,000 subs to go live. I think you only need 50. If I'm correct in saying that. You only need 50. So if you have 50 subs, then you can go live. And you may only have a few viewers at a time, but you just build it up, kind of like I did. You just have to keep going at it like I have too. Cherokee Phoenix, I guess that was a newspaper. The Cherokee syllabary invented by the Sequoia Indians. Oh, they had their own newspaper. 197 years ago, the newspaper first came out, the Cherokee Phoenix. First newspaper published by Native Americans. Well, there you go. Learned something new. Now, we all start off somewhere. Like I said, my channel I had started in 2009 or 2007. I can't remember exactly. I've used it for a while, and I kind of just let it sit for 12 years. And then longer than that. And then finally, just this past 6 months, I started going at it, daily, just throwing stuff out there all the time for you guys to watch. And here I am today. So, no, you guys are great. I like getting in front of the camera, and I just ramble, and you guys love it. So I'm fortunate enough to find some people that can tolerate me. Basically. Oh, man. Some woman named Jeannie Calment. Oh. She was born in France and lived to be 122 years old, the longest confirmed human lifespan in history. In 1875. 122. That's too damn long, man. Jeez. You're part of the Cherokee Nation? That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you have any particular sites that you visit or anything that you follow? regarding that type of thing that you could share with us? Oh gosh, Danny boy, I'm eating and watching TV. I did see the comments. This is why Malcolm needs TTS set up. For all my multitaskers out there, we need TTS going. Oh man, yeah, I like all the hearts though. That really got my attention, Johnny. Yeah, you're fortunate to find people. I'm fortunate to find people that tolerate me, and Ray's fortunate enough to find people that understand him. So we all have our quirks, right? The first successful flying car, Waldo Waterman's Aerobile, made its maiden flight in 1937. All right, I gotta look this up. They had flying cars in the 1930s, and we can't do it today. I don't ignore the chat often. I'm trying to, stay engaged in conversation and come up with some stuff for you guys. Your dad was 75% Cherokee? Okay. We got to get the TTS set up. I understand that. We want to do it. I don't want it to be like forced on everybody too, because some people may find it annoying having the chats being read out loud. But we'll figure it out. I got this weekend to work on it, and I'll put forth an effort to see if I can get that done. How's that? I'll do that for you, Johnny, and then we'll see how it goes. The consensus of everybody using it. If it's a fan favorite, we'll leave it. Go forward from there. So. There's a lot of discrimination. A lot more people are celebrating it now, though, these days. So that's a good thing. And your dad would like that. The fact that we have progressed some in that aspect. So, your grandma was 100%. He's got all the Indian. That's cool. There are some really cool, with all these dance videos on the internet. You see these people dancing to Native American or indigenous people dances and tribes and stuff like that. And they have the full dress on, and they're very passionate about it. It looks really cool. I imagine that the original indigenous people would be very impressed with the type of garments that we can make today that are so colorful and vibrant. And not to say that what they had wasn't, but obviously the stuff that they're wearing today has a different material, a lot more vibrant colors, things of that nature that really stand out, and you can have a lot more detail. So yeah, I think they'd be highly impressed with the things that are going on as far as that is concerned. But that's what happens. I guess he'll never know unless he's up at heaven staring down upon us now. I did see a news story yesterday about these robots they're making. The humanoid robots. The little Tesla robot that can walk around like a person. Pick up things, move things around. They want to use them in factories and all this different stuff. There's competition from all these different companies around the world trying to make the best robot. Boston Dynamics has one. Tesla has one. China has one. Wait for you to get cash, Dan. You're good, Dan. You're good. You don't have to don't worry about anything, brother. But now they have one. It's a prototype, but it has a flesh-like exoskeleton. And it is creepy as hell. That's the best way I can put it. I don't have a picture of it, but it's very disturbing in my opinion. This robot, and it has its flesh-like stuff on it. It looks straight out of Hollywood, some kind of horror movie type thing, and they want to, mass produce this thing. It's gonna be like the sci-fi movies from the 90s and 2000s about android movies, androids and robots taking over the world, being a helping hand around the house for the disabled or the lonely and all this other stuff. Um, and yeah, it's gonna be really weird to see one of those walking down the street one day next to somebody, or by itself on a mission to go get some groceries for the person who owns it, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, that's gonna be really really weird, and to the point where they have these other lifelike robots with almost real, pretty real looking faces. Obviously, if you got close to it, you can tell it's a fake. But if they're, it's only a matter of time, I think, that we are going to be, and they'll probably not be as fluent in their walk and movements as we are. That'll be another sign that they're not real. Things of that nature. It's going to be creepy. It's going to be creepy. Yeah, why are you supporting so many people, Dan? You're not. Are you a philanthropist? Myself is the guy that has the billions of dollars that won't spend 99 cents on membership. Well, he's got the money to be a philanthropist. I can never say that word, philanthropist. There he goes. And we haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he's too busy out there making more money. Shit, I gotta get the robot to shovel the snow in your driveway. There was another robot. This is shaped of a ball, and it's Star Wars. It looks like Star Wars. It can go up to like 25 miles per hour. It can withstand an impact with a car and survive. And it's supposed to be used in China for police purposes. And it's wild stuff they're throwing out there. It teaches us to be lazy. Yeah. Wasn't there a cartoon that did that? Where it showed all the people living in a spaceship, waiting to go back to Earth, and they all just got fat and lazy, and all these little robots running around doing everything for them. That was Wall-E, wasn't it? Wall-E? That was it. Yeah, Wall-E. And then people, when they're on those spaceships waiting for Earth to kind of settle back down to make it livable again, they all got really fat and lazy. Mm-hmm. They are going to make things a lot easier. I mean, I got a robot vacuum, runs around the house each day at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it gets a lot of little stuff, no problem. The daily nuance of pushing a vacuum back and forth around the house is no longer my problem. It's the robot's problem. I have an automatic timer on my coffee. I have smart stuff around the house. I have timers on light switches and all these different things and activators. When I walk through the door, the light comes on. You know, it's all these different things that make things easier. I'm just too bothered to flip a switch. I just think it's cool. It's not because I guess I'm lazy. I guess I'm just lazy. But yeah, the little smart home stuff, thermostat. I can sit in my recliner and change the temperature of the thermostat without having to get up there and play with some little mercury dial and that type of thing. But I don't know. What are you gonna do? I like the technology. I like the stuff. I like being able to get on camera and not have to sit on an actual stage in front of thousands of people or hundreds of people or whatever. That would totally freak me out. So, yep, myself. I said the forbidden username. You can get robot lawnmowers. There are robotic lawnmowers. They look like the robot vacuum cleaners, and they bounce around your yard and cut grass on a schedule. So there you are, Ray. They already exist. Now they're like $1,000, and they can't cut down tall grass. They have to kind of like run around your yard every couple of days, keep things trimmed, or they wouldn't be able to navigate as well. But your robot lawnmower is already out there, Ray. They're already out there. All you need is a smart car, smart home, smartphone, and we can all be stupid. Everything around me is smart, and I'm not so smart. Stupid is, stupid does. I used to do things for myself all the time. Now I got stuff doing things for me all the time. I don't know. It's the little things that people find annoying. I find annoying that we have to do over and over throughout the day. But I like doing stuff, building stuff too. So at the same time, I've got all these smart things around the house. I'm building shelves and putting in new wall outlets and things of that nature. The dexterity of a robot has not met the human dexterity yet. So, robot girlfriend. She'd still find a way to complain. It's all about out mowing the grass. I like cutting the grass. It's kind of therapeutic. Just get out there and just kind of up and down, doing your thing. Get the details of the yard. Come back with a weed eater and trim everything up. So, yeah. Devin. Who's Devin? Devin Agent. Welcome to the channel, Devin. Thank you for joining us today. Or tell that you have a headache. Your robot will start getting an attitude, not want to do things around the house. I had a headache. I gotta get up in the morning. You're a robot. With small shoulders and big. Oh man, I don't know if it's about deserving or not. Thin and nice face. That's very detailed, Dan. Oh man. Well, don't worry about that. Back to the stuff that's going on this day in history. Let's see if we can find something interesting to talk about other than me. Right? It doesn't have to always be about me. Oh, the Jackson 5 were introduced to the nation with their appearance on America Bandstand, with 11-year-old Michael saying, "I want you back" in 1970. Do you think Michael Jackson's last words were, "Ow"? I don't know. Here we go with Metallica. Metallica released their third album, the highly influenced Master of Puppets, considered by many in the music community to be the best thrash metal album of all time in 1986. Or since 1986. I don't know. 5 acres of grass with a push mower. Nah, that's a little extreme. You can get a bush hog for that. Oh, you got a robot that patrols the local shopping center and park. Jeez, $300,000. Thing's always on a tea break. They have to keep it plugged up all the damn time, you know. Yeah, he either said "ow" or "ee." One of the two. He had to. If he didn't, then I'm very disappointed in him. NASCAR was established 77 years ago today. Go NASCAR, for those who like to watch cars go in circles. You know, the only fun part about watching races like NASCAR or the car crashes and explosions, they need to bring back demolition derbies. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. There's plenty of old cars out there that deserve to be beat up even more. Get them in a big pit and just let them bash into each other as hard as they can until the last car wins. I think that would be great. Bring back demolition derbies. We should start a hashtag. What about it? Bring back BBDB. It's BBDD. Bring back demolition derbies. Hashtag BBDD. Let's start making it go viral. Put it in the Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever other social media, Weasel Diesel, I don't know, you're on, and throw it out there, BBDD, and when they ask, you can always go in there and say, bring back demolition derbies. I'm just saying. The fights that break out, crashes are scary but fun. That's just the highlights of the crashes. If there are no crashes in an entire race, I say that's a fail. One car needs to get busted up. At least one car. Bring back opiated hash. Dale Sr. I don't remember the day, but I know the incident where he crashed into the wall and died. Yeah. Yeah, not good. Finally, I didn't actually look ever taken by an American president. There you go. Political. First woman in the world to graduate from dental college. So the first female dentist was 159 years ago. If you're interested in that, her name's Lucy Hobbs. She's in there griping and complaining at you, not flossing and brushing your teeth, and then yanking them out. Young man, you need to brush your teeth more. On 159 years ago, jeez, I don't guess they had the grinders and stuff that they do now. The little water pick and the little suction tube. You were just drowning in your own saliva, waiting for some woman to, or man, dentist, whoever it may be, to go in there with a pair of pliers and yank out some bad tooth and hope to get it out in one piece. And the anesthesia probably wasn't even existent. They just, I don't know how they got you. Like, I remember when they sawed people's legs off in the Civil War, here, chew on this for a second. That's all they had. Here's a piece of leather from your other dead soldier. Put that in your mouth. Chew on that while we chop your leg off with a rusty saw. Yeah, good stuff. We're talking about Germany when Dale died. Dale Earnhardt. And a dental assistant for some time. Then maybe you could tell us the horror stories of modern dentistry versus what it would have been 159 years ago. I can only imagine. Yeah. I grew up next to a Civil War park, and when we were Boy Scouts, we'd go to the park for merit badges like hiking and camping and things of that nature. So we learned a lot about that kind of stuff. And they love to tell you about the amputees. That was like a highlight of one of the stories of the Civil War. That, yeah, they had literally had hacksaws and a team of people holding you down. You probably passed out a couple of times during the surgery of them sawing your leg off. And then, yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Dan, stop it, Dan. You're too kind. I have to go get a refill on the coffee. Hold on just a second. I'll be back in about 29 seconds. Give me 29 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Was that 29 seconds, or did I beat my record? That's a fast 29 seconds. I know, right? That's just around the corner. You called your dentist Dr. Yankum? Yeah. Well, like the Three Stooges. I'm a huge Three Stooges fan. I can watch that stuff all day, every day. I know it's silly and predictable. A lot of the same old stuff over and over again, but it's comical. It's just funny. And, yeah, the pair of pliers pulling out a tooth and things like that. There was one episode where they had to pull a tooth out of somebody. And I guess for visual effects, when they pulled the tooth of the pliers, supposedly, the tooth was like insanely large in the pliers. Bigger than the guy's head. But I think I think they had to do that so it could be seen on camera. Because the resolution wasn't great in the 30s and 40s as far as filming was concerned. So the prop was this tooth that was like 3 inches long. And I looked at that, I was like, good gosh, that tooth is insanely huge. Oh, man. Dan's got jokes. Three Stooges dentistry. Yeah. And then, I used to watch it a lot as a kid, but as an adult now, like, same with music. I really pay attention to the signs and stuff in the background of the Three Stooges, the different things they said on there. No longer accepting $1,000 bills, things like that when they're in the storefront. Just silly stuff like that. And that I never really catched as a kid. And I see now, it's kind of funny. And it's still true today. You got these little signs. Sorry, we can't take $100 bills or some garbage like that. He put his finger on your bad tooth. Oh, good gosh. Ray's chewing on people at the dentist office. They have to give you the little gas and knock you out. Then they can get in there and yank and pull and grind and whatever else they do as far as dentistry is concerned. My hat's off to anybody in the medical field, from head to toe, getting in there, and it's not like you're going into stuff that's either messed up, it's bad, smelly, gross, and you're trying to fix it. It would be just disgusting all the damn time. Mel never got bitten, but her boss did at the dentist office. I don't know. I just try to stay perfectly still as much as possible. Same thing with haircuts. I'm paranoid about moving my head a little bit when somebody's cutting my hair, and then I'm going to get some, messed up thing. So I'm like real steady, and then when they tilt my head down, I'm like making sure I don't move. And I guess the same thing with dentistry. But that's just a haircut, That's just a haircut. Let's see. What did it say? Something else here. More stuff going on. Yada, yada, yada. And, yeah. Whoop, go back. Scroll down. There we go. Come on, phone. Work with me here. Oh, man. Let's see here. We got something about India. Where's Ramesh? Ramesh hasn't even been here this morning. And the smell of burning teeth. Oh, yeah. Knock me out. Why don't they use the laughing gas more? Just knock me out. I'll sign a waiver. I brushed my teeth. I've been lucky with my teeth. They haven't had to be pulled out or crumbling or chipped or whatever else. But why don't they use the gas more? Just knock me out. Like I said, this may take year off your life. I don't care. Let me just wake up in a complete coma. You just put me in a coma. Knock me out. Oh, the prostate doctor. Oh my gosh. And a woman dog checked mine once. So you got a chubby. That's very nice, Terry. Yeah, Ramesh isn't even here. 4 student demonstrators became the martyrs as they demanded to establish Bengal as the official language of East Pakistan, sparking a movement that led to the independence of Bangladesh in 1971, a date declared internationally Mother Language Day by UNESCO in 1952. So, yeah, they divided countries and fought over languages. Got a chubby. Yeah, the wind blows a certain way. Terry gets that every time. Oh. Let's see. And then we said something about Metallica. Winston Churchill helped abolish identity cards in the UK to set the people free. Man, that would not fly in the United States today, especially on voting and stuff like that. Everybody would freak out. This conversation in the chat is going dark. You guys are just going on and on. I don't know if, if Istanbul was here, she would have blocked half you guys already. You like the dentist pain? Nah, I don't have a good tolerance for pain, I guess. Maybe emotional pain, but not physical pain, or vice versa. Which one is it? Yeah, I think it's more emotional pain. Physical pain I don't have tolerance for. Picking and scraping and the dentist stuff. I don't know. And then people want to be like gynecologists and stuff like that. It's not going to be pleasant every time you go in to do your job. They're there because something's wrong. So you think you're going to be in a certain situation all the time, it's going to be great. But I can almost guarantee you it probably is not. If you've got a foot fetish, you want to be a foot doctor, you're looking at some crumbled up feet with injuries and funguses and things of that nature too. It's not going to be, all glamorous as you think it may be, unless you're just really into feet or something like that. But anyway, we'll not knock on Istanbul. She's a good person. She's just trying to look out for us all to keep us in line. She's like a mother hen type thing. We like Istanbul. She's cool. She's one of the group. So, but anywho. Let's see here. We got our poll. Let's look at our poll. We got 33% left-handed. Oh, it's a complete tie right now. 33 left-handed, 33 right-handed, and 33 ambidextrous. I'm not lying. Check out the poll. We got 9 votes. We need a tiebreaker. Somebody needs to go in there and hit a button on the poll. because it's too close. It's the complete tie. We have to have a winner in the poll, right? Something. The coochie doc. It's called a gynecologist. There is a technical term for it, Terry. Coochie doc. Oh my gosh. Ramesh! There he is. We were just worried about you. I said something about Pakistan and Bangladesh. This day in history type thing. You missed it, buddy. I'd have to look it up and tell you what it is because I can't remember already. You hit the poll. Oh, we got ourselves a tiebreaker. And right hand is in the win, in the lead. Left 30, right 40, ambidextrous 30. Sounds like an grid coordinates for a mortar fire or something like that. You just read about the sign about coffee. Yeah, I change that every once in a while. It's going to be like the little Easter egg of the show. So you'll want to check that out every once in a while. Make sure that it says something different. You don't know. It may say something really cool. It's pinned at the bottom of the poll. Yeah, I saw that. And you did the tiebreaker. Right-handed people are winning right now. It's a right-handed world. Everything's catered to right-handed people. Even the way we write is better for right-handed people. When you see somebody with a left hand, they're having to like contort their arm and stuff to go across the page. It looks painful. But, you know, they can still do everything just fine. It's just, it's odd looking. You know, kind of weird. You know, when I see somebody at work, especially new people, they come in and they start writing left-handed. I knew there was something about you. And they look at me a little crazy and I just walk off. I don't say it's good or bad. I was like, I knew there was something about you, left-handed person. And then I just walk away. Ramesh saying hi. He's hoping everybody's having a good day so far. The Ganakuchi doctor. I guess so. Would you put that in a diploma? Is that what you would have on your diploma? If you were in that field? Being right-handed. Yeah. Look, I don't know. The right hand, left hand. Like I said, the polls I put in here are totally random. Just stuff that fires off in my head. And was like, all right, let's talk about that. Hand smears the ink when you're left-handed. Yeah. So you got to learn how to write. Start with the end of your sentence and go back the other way. And then you won't have a problem being left-handed. You just have to think completely out of the box and learn how to write sentences backwards. If you do that, you won't smear the ink anymore. Problem solved. Glad I could help you out there. No rebel flag backgrounds. No rebel flag backgrounds. We're not doing that. Well, you can take some of those rebel flags and put them in the Middle East. Let them wreak havoc out there, and they can, exhaust themselves with a case of beer and an old pickup truck. And they'll pretty much do whatever you want. Just let them run loose and wild. Whatever, you know. Well, we're almost to the end of the podcast for today on Friday. Yesterday, I went to the animal shelter, and I donated all the stuff that I purchased. Food, toys, things of that nature for the animal shelter for cats and dogs. I'm going to compile that video together today. It's going to be a little short, little snippets of all the different things, yada, yada, yada. Throw that out there. So I want to shout out for those guys that helped out, ladies and gentlemen that helped out on Monday with the donations. So that was pretty cool. They were the lady behind the counter was surprised to see me show up yesterday with all the stuff. I guess she assumed I was just playing around. But I wasn't. Brought a bunch of stuff in. She had an Amazon list. And I tried to match it the best I could at Walmart. And got a bunch of stuff for them. So, you can't end greatness. Forevermore, Coffee with Malcolm shall be. The next federal holiday I have off, we could do another marathon, and you guys can follow me around aimlessly throughout the day, doing random, useless stuff. So, yeah, good things. Well, here, Malcolm, coffee with Malcolm to be forever. Here, yes. Oh, cricket is on now. Cricket, you guys are gonna play cricket? I never understood that sport either. It's supposed to be like a spin-off of baseball or something. I tried to learn rugby, and they overcomplicated it. It looks fun if you don't care about the rules of the game. It looks fun watching them knock each other out, and with no shoulder pads or helmets or anything like that. But as actual formalities and rules of the game, I have no clue what they're doing out there. And cricket would be the same thing. So, but anyway, it's 7:45. Time to call it a day. Got to go to work. Pizza Friday. You guys have a great day. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, watch some of the other videos. Become a member for 99 cents and low price. And I promise not to harass you about it too much longer. So until then, have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later.